This right here is Project 2025.
No, I cannot crash out. I'm too far in my bag now. Old friends beat the come up and they pray that I just crash now. I pray that I last now.
What is the word, y'all? So today I'm gonna give you guys my personal plan for 2025. One thing about success that I noticed from a lot of people is that we don't always give ourselves time for our plans to be executed. A lot of times we want everything to happen overnight, when in reality that is very, very rare, and that is very, I'm not gonna say bad when it comes to actually planning, but it's not always ideal to think that, oh, this could happen overnight, we could do this in this amount of span. We need time. That's why when it comes to things such as college is 4 years, because it takes you time to learn something. It takes you time to execute a plan. You have to fail some tests, you have to pass some tests, you have to get really good at something. And so this time, when it comes to this execution plan, we're going to spend the whole entire year trying to pull this off. This is a project. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you have time, but in reality we don't, because I'm 23. You don't have that many years as a young man, and I'm on the brink of my quote unquote prime years. When I hit 30, you feel what I'm saying? That's when I don't want to have to worry about nothing else when I'm 30. Obviously there's going to be something I'm worried about, but I don't have to worry about, oh, I have to rush and get established. No, because by 25 I want to be established, and going forward after then is just building from that established year. You feel me? I don't want my spirituality to be an issue, even though that's something that's going to be an ongoing battle. I don't want finances to be an issue, even though these are ongoing battles. It's different to be in an ongoing battle than to barely be in the fight at all. You feel what I'm saying? If you're so down bad where you're just trying to get into the fight, then it's different than actually being in the battle and you constantly having to better develop your skill set as time goes on. That's the difference. Right now, we're just trying to get into the fight. So I have these two boards, and these are going to lead us through 2025. This right here is Project 2025. This is the end game, and no, when I say Project 25, it has nothing to do with what Trump is doing. Boom. We got two boards. These things right here, Jehovah didn't give them to Moses, but these right here might as well be my 10 commandments, even though it's more than 10 and they're not necessarily commandments. These right here is split into two sections. This is things I'm grateful for and things I need to work on. These are things that every day, I get up and I read these boards just so that I'll really be on my D and really be able to cultivate the good qualities that I want to cultivate and focus on cultivating those qualities, but also grateful for the acknowledging how far I did come. A lot of times people may look at you and say, oh, you're not doing enough, but they don't see all the things that you did do, all the things that you did accomplish. You feel me? And so sometimes we may start believing man, maybe I'm not doing enough, maybe I didn't do anything, I didn't make any progress, when in reality you've made a lot of progress from where you used to be. But you letting other people influence your decision making is what's overriding that progress and the confidence that you made from that progress. And so you need to, yes, give yourself a pat on the back, but still acknowledge that you have a lot of things to work on. This is where independent thinking and also spiritual thinking comes in. Reading your Bible. This is actually something that's on this side. This right here, this board right here is the goals that I'm working on. This right here is my end game. If I completed every single thing on this by 25, I really want to do it by 30, but I feel like in my heart, actually I'm really giving, I think I said, yeah, 27, I want to complete everything on here, but in my heart, I feel like I can do all this stuff before 25. I really, really do. If I can, that'll be amazing. If I can't, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. But I really, really do think that I could get all this stuff before 25. This is my end game, right? 100K YouTube subscribers. That's number one. Number two, 100K IG followers. That's come and go. That's going to come. Good relationship with Jehovah God. Definitely building up my spirituality is number three on this list. It's really number one, but just for the content and just for the superficial things on this list is number three, but it's always number one. It's something that I'm building now. Some of these things I'm already having now, I'm developing now, and so it's just gonna be time where I'm like, okay, I'm good. The next one, these aren't really in order. These are just I want to buy a house next year. We're working to buy a house. I want 4 cars by 27, and that sounds expensive, but I promise you it's not expensive as it sounds, because for now on, all I'm getting is used cars. I want a Dodge Challenger, a Jeep Grand Cherokee, a Lexus RC 350. And I want a Porsche Panorama 4. All right. After that, we want 40K in savings, 20K in investing. That's 20K in investing is going to be easier. A lot of times we're going to get that 40K from savings to investing. So 60K in total, we could definitely do that by 27. That's not a lot of money. It is, but it's not if you think about it. No debt besides mortgage. This is my biggest thing. All my cars, I want to pay off in cash. Everything, I don't want any debt at all except my mortgage. The only debt I want when I buy a house is just my house. My credit cards, I want them all paid off. I don't want anything on there, you know what I mean? So it's really like that. And I'm really close to that. It's not an impossible goal I can't get. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, my biggest thing is my car, tickets, and If you know, you know, bro. Man, I could buy a road in PG County with all the tickets I paid, bro. Cause I be dogging the whip. I'm not gonna lie, but that's something I'm working on. It's something I'm working on. I think that's something I'm working on. Nope, I guess I did right there. I guess it's not something I'm working on, but it will be something I definitely put on this list. Drive out of the country, I definitely need to do this. 750 credit score. That's definitely something I'm working on. And after this is some side missions I want. After I hit 100K subs and just 100K subs really, because the IG followers really, it don't really matter to me. But 100K subscribers, after I hit this, I want to publish a book and I want to release an album. So those are my 2 things. This is a 3-year plan. And the 4 things that are always going to keep me grounded is personal study, prayer, meeting attendance, and ministry activity. So what I've learned is goals don't mean anything. Goals are really short term if you think about them. It's more so about the system when it comes to actually making the goals. So think about it like this. Would you rather have a printer or would you rather have a sheet of paper with ink on it? A sheet of paper with ink on it is more so like a goal. It's something that's already done. It's something already written, right? And this is just one thing. When you have a printer with ink in it, you can make hundreds and hundreds of these sheets of paper just by doing the same thing. By having the same actions, by having the same discipline, by having the same mindset, you can accomplish more than if you just have one finished product. So always choose the process over a product. Instead of having goals, we need to have a system. So what is the system? So this right here, we're gonna find a balanced spot between all of this: spiritual, mental, emotional, financial. That's the balance point right here. So I have my phone. I'm not the type of person to vision board, but this year I wrote out a contract for myself. Now, your contract can look different. This is just an example contract. I'm being very transparent with y'all, you feel me? So this is something that I've worked on. This is something that I've been wanting to do. I'm actually need to print this out and put it somewhere so I can always read it. Whenever I want to compromise, whenever I want to quit, whenever I want to say, oh, it's too hard, I look at this, I read this list, I read my contract that I signed for myself, this 1-year deal, because right now, we only signed for a year. This is a 3-year plan, but we only signed for 1 year. Plan like it's a year, plan like this is something you're going to do for 3 years, and if it happens before 3 years, that's A1, okay, that's great, that's props. We just beat our time. That's what I'm doing here. I'm planning this for 3 years, but if I can get this done in a year, oh, we just beat our time. It's all good. Then we can move on to the next project. This is my project 2025. I will see you guys in a year. I know I can get this done. I know I can commit to these things. I know I can commit to these goals. What I want you guys to do is to make your own list, write your own contract out, and tell me what you guys want to do in Project 2025. These are the categories that you have to list out. Category for your spirituality, for the opposite sex, for education, for content creating, or whatever hobby you want, your career, your health, mental growth, money, and financial, and I don't know why I said and, that's it. So, thank you guys for watching. If you guys stayed to the end, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I know a lot of you guys are watching, a lot of you guys are not subscribing, so if you guys rock with me, if you guys rock with the video, make sure you guys sub. Our goal is 100K subs. In my opinion, that is right around the corner, and I feel like we can definitely do this. We can definitely get this stuff done. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and take care.